What? Hey everybody, welcome back. We are here for Scouts chapter 22 today. I know I kind of left you on a long cliffhanger once again, but at least this one was only 3 months and not a whole year, so we're making progress here. I do apologize in all seriousness. It gets tough to kind of get this all together. I have to do this during the daytime because if not, I have no light. And so that leads me to the weekends. And then on the weekends, I'm just kind of like done from the week. So it gets tough, but I am determined to finish Scouts within the next few days before 2022. That is my goal. And we're so close. We have less than 40 pages till the end. So we're going to get that done. Once we finish Scouts, I do have another book that I would like to hopefully start with you guys. But we'll talk about that later. So for today, chapter 22, here we go. He double-crossed us, Rocky yells. With a grunt, I push against the door and tears swarm my eyes. Please don't leave us in here, I say through the hole. Silence. Please? My voice breaks and the sound of it cracking irritates me. I don't want to cry, but what are we going to do? Edge can't just leave us here. I put my arm through the hole and frantically feel around, trying to find the latch on the outside, but all I can feel is rusted metal. My arm is too short. With a helpless sigh, I sink down onto one of the stubs and rub my hands into my eyes. It's going to be okay, I tell myself. We'll figure this out. Finn's still wheezing and I glance down into the dark. Someone get Finn his inhaler! Sheesh, can they not hear him? I swear. If it weren't for me, Finn would never get his meds. Some scrambling, a squirt, and Finn stops gasping for air. Scarlet fumbles up the steps toward me. The sunlight filtering through the hole hits her terrified face. She's afraid of the dark. Not only are we locked in here, but when the sun goes down, it's going to be completely black. She's going to freak. She's breathing heavily, almost like she's trying not to panic, but can't help it. It would really stink to be afraid of the dark. I reach down and squeeze her shoulder to try and give her some assurance. We had 3 flashlights. Edge had one, leaving us with the other 2. Beans, was that your light that died? Yes. I have the one I think you were carrying, Rocky says as he flips it on, and then it immediately dies. He slaps it into his palm. Slaps it again. Make that no. Nobody says anything for a few seconds, and I try again, putting my face up to the hole in the door. Edge, please! You can't just leave us down here! Silence. Can't believe I thought Edge was cute. What are we going to do? Scarlet whispers. Help! I yell up through the hole. Help! Anybody! Silence. Just a frog or 2 answers back. I glance down into the dark, but no one says anything. So, this one time I was stuck in a car, Scarlet begins another one of her tales. It was the coldest winter in Chicago. She said she embellishes for the attention, and I want to remind her she doesn't need lies for us to like her, because we're okay with her now. But I have a feeling this tale is more about nerves than anything else. And the lock was stuck. I banged on the window, but no one heard me. Mom was in the grocery for over an hour, and when she came out, I had frostbite on my pinky toe. She looks up at me. Swear to God. I don't know what to say to all of that, so I decided to change the subject in hopes of alleviating everyone's nerves. Me and Beans found one of those silver balls, I announced, even though Beans wanted me to keep it between him and me. But that was back when he was keeping his other secret too. And now that everything is out in the open, I have a feeling he'll be okay with me sharing this. Really? I hear Finn say from the dark. When? Back when we were in the sugarcane field, Beans answers, not annoyed that I just told the others. We tried to break it open, but we couldn't. We also thought it might be a bomb. A bomb? Scarlet gasps. Is it in here with us right now? Beans heaves a sigh. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's not a bomb. He shuffles up the narrow steps and sits beside us, carrying the canister with all the old supplies. Let's just focus on getting out of here. Good idea, I say, and watch him rifle through the junk. At least we won't starve, Rocky says. There's food down here. The food is 50 years old, Finn grumbles. Tears prick my eyes again, and I blink them away. All the things we've made it through on this adventure, and now we're going to end up stuck in a cellar. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I ever suggested we go on this stupid trip. It's okay, Annie, Finn says. We all wanted to. It wasn't just you. Scarlet touches my arm, and I look down to see her holding out my pocket knife. Will this help? She quietly asks. My pocket knife! I snatch it up. Where did you find it? She doesn't answer, and I get the distinct impression that she's trying to decide if she should tell me the truth or not. She glances away and mumbles so softly that I barely heard her. I found it when we were at the Masons grabbing stuff before we ran. I narrow my eyes. You've had it this whole time? She cringes. Why? You knew how important this was to me. Scarlet ducks her head like she's too ashamed to even look at me. I'm sorry. But why? She shrugs. Scarlet, I don't understand. I was jealous of you. It was stupid. She ducks her head even lower. I'm really sorry. I promise not to do anything like that again. I meant to give it back earlier, but I forgot. I stare at the side of her cheek as she guiltily looks down at her fingers, and all I could think is, she's been jealous of me? Well, I guess I've been jealous of her too, with the Rocky thing, and Edge too, a little. So really, I can't be mad. Plus, she did say that she meant to give it back to me earlier. It's not like she was going to go back to Chicago with it. Hey, I whisper. She drags her eyes up to look at me. Truce, okay? Friends. Real friends. Slowly, her face splits into this big grin, and she crawls one step up to throw her arms around my neck. Thank you. I'm probably taking it too far, but I'm feeling all kinds of gushy, so I say, I'm glad we met. I'm glad to have a new friend. Still looking through the canister, Bean snorts. Girls. Scarlet and I laugh, and holding my pocket knife, I get this surge of power, and it seems like a motivational speech is appropriate. Listen, y'all. This isn't over yet. We are going to get out of here. We're going to get that thing back from Edge, and we're going to save Beans' house. And then we're going home, Scarlet chimes in. Yes, I say, smiling at her. Then we're going home. I hear one single clap from down below and stick my tongue out at whoever, Finn or Rocky, did it. And then I hand Beans my pocket knife and scoot out of his way. Use that if you can. He thinks about everything for a second, and I watch as he clicks my knife open. Using some twine from the canister, he ties my knife to a metal rod. I think this is going to be the perfect length. He hands me a small antique mirror. You're going to be my eyes. Just give me directions. What are you, part of the A-team? I say, and Bean smiles. We switch spots, and I hold the mirror out of the hole and point it at the latch. He sticks the tied contraption out, too, and starts fiddling with the latch. Carefully I watch. Okay? Good. Right? A little left. Down. The tip of the blade catches on the latch, and it shakes a little as Beans concentrates. It lifts a tiny bit, and I hold my breath, but Bean loses hold and the blade slips. Beans grumbles. I nod. You got this. Let's do it again. I watch through the mirror as the tip of the blade begins to near the latch again. Left. Up. There. Careful. The tip downs under the latch, and this time Beans isn't slow. He flicks the blade fast and hard. The latch clicks, and I shout, "You got it!" I shove the door wide open, scrambling out, and Beans follows. We both roll to our backs, gulping in fresh air. Scarlet flops down beside me and dramatically kisses the ground. Oh, Lord Jesus, thank you! Rocky and Finn climb out last, whooping and hollering. I smile at their silliness, glad they're good friends again. Glad the scouts are good again. With another deep breath, I start to sit up when I notice Finn and Rocky now silent and staring into the woods. I follow their line of sight to see Mary Jo and Otis, and behind those two stand all three of their boys. Finn's arms and hands shoot up into the air, and the rest of us hurry to follow his lead. Mary Jo takes a step towards us, shotgun in hand. Well, looky what we have here. Oh boy. I love how each chapter just like progressively gets you more anxious. Yeah, so I have no idea. Did Edge go get Mary Jo and Otis? Is that her name, Mary Jo? Yes. Did he go get Mary Jo and Otis and bring them to them? Was it like the whole thing a plot? I have no idea. The only way we're gonna find out is if we keep reading. So I'm gonna end this video here, and then I'm immediately going to read chapter 23. See you there.